Hey Leo, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for June 29th, 2022. This is for Leo, last shuffle for Leo. We have a creative endeavor and fear. Well, Leo, you may be coming towards something. This may be an event or some sort of a creative endeavor could be anything, right? It could be like a charity event. It could be, because if there's a storm, this could be like something like that, right? Going to something creative and but feared, afraid. Um, Maybe because something happened to you, and it's like you may need to, yeah, really, something may have happened to you, and you had to be a bystander to something, to a storm in your life. You just There was nothing you could do. You just had to stand and watch, right? Um, and something may be devastating. It may have been very hurtful, whatever this is. So with the Queen of Wands here, this is about you overthinking it, right? Working on building yourself up. Uh, Leo, you may be starting a business because this is a creative endeavor, but this is about someone who's working to build themselves back up to a status where they're able to be independent. This may be financial for some of you. Some of you are worried about it. This also looks like a worry more than anything else, like uh, um, feeling almost empty inside because you are maybe not able, afraid because things are variable and you may not be able to control the outcome, or you feel that way right now. That's the energy you're coming with, like watching and like feeling like things are just happening out of your control. And then the fears, like you have intuitive fears, assumptions even. This looks like you're assuming that something is going to happen again, so you're watching. Okay, it's very, very difficult energy to be in, especially since with this Eight of Swords, this overthinking is like killing your spirit. It's making you numb, and really you got to come with the fire. With whatever it is you're trying to do, this business, whatever it is you're doing, it could be a business at work. You could be changing something about yourself. It could be your own, like looking at yourself too. I'm seeing a lot of that, like looking at yourself going, I'm not at my best, right? Um, Joy's fun here with Five of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles. If the more that you put into fear is the more that everything that you're touching, everything you're trying to do is ruled by fear. It's just going to be, and it's going to cause you to overthink. It's a vicious cycle. But the more that you put energy into fun, thinking about things that make you happy, things that uplift you, the more that you put into that, the more that is repaid back to you, and more. It's like the universe returns more in kind, like, you know what I'm saying. And so they're wanting you to focus more on that. You may be more in an energy of, like with the Five of Pentacles, that you're without it, that you don't have. There's nothing in your life that is bringing you joy. All right, that may be an energy, or that feeling that you're missing something, right? And so that's that too, right? Like this is something you're feeling, almost getting to a point where you realize you have to work on that too. This is becoming self-aware. Eight of Swords can often be that too, but it's also sabotaging because you don't know everything. And so we have loving woman here with the Eight of Pentacles and Seven of Cups. Someone is really, really working on themselves, working on, how like you build a persona of yourself. Like you see yourself a certain way, but other people see you very differently. It's very interesting to ask. Or like there's a project one time in a class that I attended, and they're like, tell this person what you see about them. And it used to bring them to tears sometimes, because there are things that they didn't even think of about themselves that other people see. So this is about a person who's working on seeing themselves for who they truly are. Even though the Seven of Cups can be about confusion, it's also like not trusting your intuition, or not knowing whether your intuition is rooted in truth, or is this just some sort of fantasy I want to believe, kind of thing. This is what I feel like I'm working on, but maybe I'm not really truly working on that because I'm in my own head. I'm living in my own little fantasy world. And this is a person working on that, saying, I'm trying to get to the bottom of the truth. I'm trying to get to the bottom of who I really am, here. Very deep for a day, right? But it's important to focus on fun and putting more energy into that, not in the energy of lacking it, like I'm lacking situations where I could have fun. This is about looking at yourself going, the more I pay attention to the lack of it, the more that is what's going to be revealed to me or returned to me. More things that I'm lacking in my life versus facing the world with a lot of joy and always aiming to have fun. And that is always what's going to be returned back to me. If that's the energy you come with, that's the energy people reverberate back towards you. All right? Fear. Page of Swords and the High Priestess. Once again, it's watching and fearing based off of assumptions, right? And they're telling you stop doing that because it's like killing you. It kills people to do that, to be honest with you, especially if fear is involved. I mean, because it stops you from doing anything. Fear will stop you from doing things that really make your heart sing, right? I don't want to get on stage. I'm afraid to get on stage. I'm afraid to be watched. I'm afraid to be this, or I'm afraid. And then you don't do those things, right? And so you end up sabotaging yourself, killing your spirit. And you're just existing. And this is what spirit doesn't want you to do. So that's what we've got here, Leo. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.